welcome to this webinar with Vietnam Holding. Thank you very much for joining this morning. I'm sure that you will get a lot out of this call. We do a lot of work with the team at Dynam Capital that manage Vietnam Holding, and every time we're in investor meetings, it's always a fascinating insight into Vietnam and what is happening on the ground in Vietnam, and how investors can access that via investing via VNH, which, as you know, is a closed-end fund that invests in Vietnamese equities. The fund's NAV is up an impressive 47.4% so far this calendar year, which is outperforming both the local VNAS index by just shy of 12% and also the other UK-listed Vietnamese-focused funds.
Dynam Capital focuses exclusively on Vietnam, and we're an exclusive focus on looking at the opportunity in Vietnam through the lens of equities. We don't invest in direct real estate or in fixed income. We don't manage proprietary capital. We just look after our clients' capital, and we build a very actively managed, high conviction portfolio. We have a strong commitment to responsible investing and ESG. The portfolio has been a strong performer over many years, just under 17% net return compounded per annum, and outperforming the Vietnam All Share Index. We're also one of the top performing funds in Vietnam for the 9 months to the end of September. We're the top performing single country fund listed in the UK. And also earlier this year, we were top performing investment company in the UK. So hopefully we're doing something right. It's a concentrated portfolio, about 24 holdings, no gearing. And in addition to the strong financial returns we seek to make for our clients through the portfolio, very pleased that on a carbon footprint basis, our average footprint over the last 2 years is 35% lower than the index. And also we've scored well on the United Nations Principles for Responsible Investing report. And we've been a signatory of UNPRI for over a decade. Our themes are across the attractive areas that fall out of Vietnam's macro, which my colleagues will talk to shortly. We're an active manager. We're on the ground in Ho Chi Minh City and really engaged with our portfolio companies. And we're right-sized for the market. We're able to navigate from the small companies to the large companies and yet maintain that engaged approach and working with our portfolio companies on their own ESG journey.
Vietnam was among a very few countries in the world having positive GDP growth in 2020. And we started the year of 2021 with a lot of hope and with the expectation that we can be back to the normal level of the long-term growth of 6 to 7% of GDP growth. However, because of the Delta variant, now we are looking at just about 3.5% GDP growth for this year. But it's still growth, and it's still higher than many countries in the region and also in the world. And actually, we are more bullish on 2022. And we believe that Vietnam could be back to the normal, the long-term growth of 6 to 7% of the GDP growth. Is it worth noting that until now, the vaccination rate of Vietnam in key economic areas, including Ho Chi Minh City and neighboring provinces like Dong Nai, Long An, and Hanoi City already reached the level of 60 to 80% of the population are fully vaccinated. And other areas in the country is about 25 to 30% of the population. I think that the situation would get better by the end of this year. So the picture for 2022 would be very good. Vietnam is among the best performers in the global market. And the liquidity of the market actually increased by 5 times compared to the level before the COVID in 2019. Some may argue that is it because of the participation of many speculators, but we don't think so. We think that is in the long-term development of the equity market. The market cap increased since 2017 because of many IPOs of private companies and also state-owned enterprises. And now there is more participation of local investors to catch up the opportunities. There are many volatility when the market is still young. But I think it's the turning point for the development of the equity market of Vietnam.
At Dynam Capital, we think investment in equities in Vietnam is a good way to participate in Vietnam growth story, and we construct the portfolio to capture that potential. Our investment philosophy based on the belief that the key driver for Vietnam to grow in the next 20 years include domestic consumption, industrialization, and urbanization. So we build our investment themes based on those mega trends. With the combination of bottom-up and top-down projects, the team on the ground is pick up companies that generate 20% earning per share growth or even more per annum with the compelling price. We also integrate ESG consideration into all steps of our investment process and carry out an active engagement program with our investees. COVID-19 with social distancing measures could limit us to conduct face-to-face meetings, but cannot stop us to make regular video phone calls with chairman, CEO, and the key manager of companies that we invested in. Our approach is to select good company, good growth company with reasonable price, and engage with them to hand them on the long journey of being better on corporate governance and better on ESGs, and then enjoy the compounding earning growth with them. We think our portfolio is well positioned for the recovery and growth of Vietnam in 2022.
Why Vietnam Holding? We're nimble. We're able to navigate across the market opportunity in Vietnam. Focus only on listed equity or public equities and only on Vietnam. And we're really engaged with each of our companies on that responsible investment journey that they're on, and strong performance over a number of years.